Hello, my name is Margaret Adelle. I am 28 years old and I live in Davenport, Iowa, right along the Mississippi. I have a bachelor's degree in history, a master's degree in museum studies, but I am currently working as a special education paraeducator. I am also a foster parent, so working with kids struggling is kind of my whole deal. I have been on Booktube for about 3 years now, and the majority of my channel has been focused on indie books and developing a network of relationships with indie authors, and I am fairly proud about how much of a network I have developed for myself. I wanted to join Literary Gladiators because I wanted to get the word out more about indie books. They tend to be fairly overlooked compared to some others, but also I just wanted to join a collaborative effort. I love online bookish communities and the discussions, recommendations that we can all make, and maybe sometimes memes. Regardless, I would love to meet new friends from all over the bookish realm of the internet, and I'm hoping this will help me do that. As I mentioned before, what I enjoy reading most is independently published books. These are usually books that were published by the author. However, I have done reviews for books published by indie presses. These are smaller presses, not one of the major 4 or 5, depending if the merger goes through, that most traditional books are published through. And I have a specific love for these kind of books. However, I do not tend to be very picky with the genres or age ranges that I read. I will read basically anything from mid-grade up through adult. Mostly any genre, maybe a little bit more hesitant about YA books and high fantasy, but I will never say wholeheartedly no to those genres. In general, I do tend to gravitate towards romance, sci-fi, and urban fantasy the most, but all genres are an option. For Literary Gladiators, I will be releasing one video a month, and this will be the book that I rated the highest for either that month or the month previous, depending on when the videos come out. I tend to read 8 to 12 books a month, and majority of those are going to be indie, so in all likelihood it will likely be an indie book that I have reviewed or read, and I'm really excited to talk about those because I love getting to just gesticulate wildly while I talk about how much I really loved this 5-star book. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm hoping that is the energy I can bring to this channel. Thank you so much for inviting me to this collaborative effort, and I'm super excited for where we're going to go next.